Hi guys, welcome back to Bestie Yaps. Today we're gonna do something fun,
A
relaxing, just a breather for the week.
The week. Yeah.
So we got this game from our great friend Anthony. Hi Anthony.
Thank you.
So we're gonna play it. I've never played this game.
Ever played this game or anything similar to it?
Yeah, so I skimmed through the rule book and it says 3 rounds. Each round is different. The first round is just like saying whatever's on the card and then the other person guesses it. The second one, we can only say one word. And then the third round is charades. Or did I flip that? Maybe it's charades and then one word. I don't know.
Oh.
I said, I skimmed the thing.
Okay.
But since it's only us and we don't have a bunch of people with us, we can just...
It might be easier to just do the...
Just read whatever's on the card. And if we need help, then you can give like hints.
Okay.
But let's not take too long to guess. Because I feel like that's going to make us look really stupid.
Yeah.
I promise we're not stupid, but it's been a long day.
I don't promise anything.
Do you want to start? Do you want to do rock, paper,
I can start
scissors?
off. So, do I just grab one
Just
off the
grab
top?
whatever.
Okay, let's find out, guys. Huh. Okay.
Will I know this?
Do I? Maybe. I hope.
You can read it. Read
Okay.
what's on there, but then if I need extra help, you can give me clues.
Okay. Are we going by the point system or...
Do you want to do it by points? I thought we were just doing this for
We're
funsies.
just for funsies?
Yeah.
Let's do for funsies. Okay. So the first one is, and they can play at home, a 3-step fire safety technique taught to children, sometimes modified by advising the victim to cover their face.
Is it drop something? I know this. Wait.
I'm going to do it like Jeopardy. You have to say the full thing.
I know. Stop. What is it? Drop. Is it stop, drop? No, that's only 3 words. That's 4 words.
A 3-step fire
Is it
safety technique.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yep.
Oh,
Correct.
I thought it was like 5 words.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yay!
Yay! She got it.
I'm not stupid. I just put it like
Okay,
that right
in the
now.
front.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
I'm scared. I don't think you're gonna get this.
Oh,
because I have no idea what this is.
Oh no.
A wrestler from the country south of the U.S. Matches between 2 fighters are typically won by pinning an opponent. Maybe you do know this. An opponent to the mat for 3 seconds. Performers wear colorful masks that both conceal their identity and
Lucha libre?
no, and in our opinion looks fabulous.
Wait, so what am I guessing? The
You're
name?
guessing what it's called. What it's called. I mean, if you give it, I can show you the answer because I don't even know it myself.
I'm so curious as to what it is. A luchador. Yeah, lucha libre. A luchador is someone that fights in lucha libre. Okay,
I was like,
I knew that. That's why I was like,
English,
yeah. Okay, I was about to say, my dad's going to beat me up if I don't know this answer.
You can call your dad right now.
Luchador was Rey Mysterio when I was a kid.
Isn't that everyone's?
For a reason.
Okay.
Yeah, my turn. Wait.
Will I know this?
Maybe?
Oh no.
Okay. The nickname of Australian wildlife expert Steve Irwin, known for his khaki shorts, accent, and trademark expression, crikey. He was killed in 2006 by a stingray striking him in his lungs and heart with its barb during the filming of a documentary titled Ocean's Deadliest. So his nickname.
I don't know his nickname. He had a nickname?
Mm-hmm.
I'm uneducated. What does it start with?
C.
What's the last letter?
It's technically 2 words.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, it's, on here it's 3, but I'm giving you like the name itself.
I have no idea.
No, crocodile hunter.
Oh, I was gonna guess crocodile something. I thought it was like crocodile catcher.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't show them. Oops, my bad.
Should I
Put it in another pile that we didn't
didn't.
know.
Okay, back here.
Okay. Oh, it's my turn. I'm scared. I don't think you're... Maybe. The character of the trilogy of fish out of water films about an Australian bushman struggling to find his way in big city America. Played by Paul Hogan, he famously threatened muggers, saying, "That's not a knife," draws his Bowie knife, "That's a knife." I don't even know this.
Tarzan.
Tarzan had a knife?
No, I don't know the answer. I just wanted to guess. Oh, okay.
I've never heard of it.
I've heard of it. Don't know anything about it.
I have no idea. First time hearing about it.
Huh. Okay.
Maybe this wasn't a game for us to play.
No, you never know.
There's easy ones in there.
Okay.
Oh no! Every time you look at me like that, I get scared.
I don't know what this is.
Oh my
Okay. A video series that advertised on late night infomercials beginning in the 1990s. The videos featured college-aged women in various states of nudity and partying, usually during spring break. The company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2013. So it's a video series.
In 1990s?
Mm-hmm.
Girls Gone Wild?
Yeah.
Wow!
Oh, you got it. Wow, that was. I've never seen that before.
Really?
Never seen. I don't think so. Maybe like clips and stuff. So
They always say that in movies.
reference it.
Yeah.
I've known the reference. I just never seen the series itself. So
Oh, I've never seen the series. I'm not saying that I watched the series. I've just heard it.
yeah, I love the series.
Stop.
Okay.
This is easy. Just be glad we decided not to put any on this card. You dealt with this the other day, and you got mad. That's your biggest hit. You were just venting to me about it downstairs.
Riddles.
No.
I don't
It happened here last time. Someone brought this to the studio, and it got everywhere.
Glitter.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Glitter.
It says glitter. Glitter. Oh, it's upside down. Glitter.
It's so cute though.
It literally says, "Just glad we decided not to put any on this card."
Imagine the first time you open the box and it's just glitter everywhere.
That's why I don't like those like cards that when you open, everything like flies out at you.
Oh my gosh.
Now I understand why my mom was mad at me when I put glitter all over my room when I was younger. That stuff doesn't come out.
A classic 90s American mall brand of professional photography. It is often associated with soft focus, studded jackets, and purple eyeshadow. What a great question for me to get.
What the heck? Purple eyeshadow? Purple eyeshadow? Clown? I don't know.
No.
Wait, what?
Think about it. Popular American mall brand professional photography. Studded jackets. Purple eyeshadow.
That didn't say anything. Purple eyeshadow.
Glamour shots.
Headshots.
Glamour shots.
Oh.
'Cause they're glamorous. They're at the mall. Yeah, this is very...
That's a very you
popular
question.
I feel like I would have gone that.
Lovely.
Oh, gosh.
Just a normal pair, nothing fancy. Choking hazard is implied. You don't even need a warning.
Repeat that.
Just a normal pair, nothing fancy. Choking hazard is implied. You don't even need a warning. What am I? This is so stupid. It's really stupid. Are we doing the
Yeah.
what is it called? What's his name? Beluga. I said wallet. Wall.
English?
It's so stupid.
Socks. I don't know.
It's inedible underwear. What the heck? What is this?
Whose game is this?
Anthony, come get your game.
Oh, my turn.
Staring at me like, oh no. I don't want to know anymore. She's laughing for no reason. She's laughing at herself.
Sorry. It's the clothing worn beneath your other clothes, but like also food.
Edible underwear.
Yes. I didn't even have to say the bottom part. You're on your own. Just
The opposite of the answer that we just got. Oh my gosh.
Did we shuffle these?
You were already shuffled.
I know.
Oh my god, this is so stupid. I feel like if I read the last part, you'll get it.
Okay, go for it.
The original work was painted in 1849 by, maybe not.
Leonardo da Vinci.
No. It's an artwork.
Oh, just kidding. Sorry, night.
Despite canines engaged in card games.
Fuck. Sorry.
It's like famous.
I know.
Yeah, it's very famous. I can see it in my
I
head.
had to recreate that, like,
With
artwork.
dogs.
The dogs, yeah, playing cards. The freaking
Cards, but what kind of game are they playing?
poker.
Dogs playing poker.
Yeah. I hated the
Playing
name.
cards. I'm like, girl,
I had to recreate like a scene similar to that.
Oh wait, it's your turn. I'm like, why did I pick?
She's cheating. You saw that? I saw that. We all
What are
caught
you
it.
playing for? Bet you do.
The stage of development between embryo and birth.
The heck, embryo and birth. That's it.
There's more, but I feel like that should be that simple.
Embryo and birth. A baby. I don't know. Wait.
I'll give you one more go.
Read the whole thing.
It is sometimes categorized by the presence of all major body organs, though not necessarily functioning, typically around the 11th week of gestation. In humans, it is approximately 1.2 inches in length from crown to rump. Booty.
Really?
A fetus.
Oh my gosh.
So you were close.
I was like a
You're so
baby.
close. It's
I was like, what's in between embryo and birth? I was like, fluid. Like in my head is a fluid, but I'm like, wait, a baby? Could have just taken a fetus. A baby is the same thing.
Fine. I was looking for the correct terminology.
A farm animal that suffers from a genetic disorder that causes its muscles to freeze for approximately 10 seconds when panicked. The condition is formally known as...
I know the condition. I don't know the name of it because I didn't have farm animals growing up. I lived behind them.
But what do they do?
They just freeze up.
I know, but what if, like...
They just shock. They're just
stiff.
They're just paralyzed. Like,
yeah, but like, okay, I'm gonna give you a hint. They're goats. Like, if you do something to, like, if you scare a goat, what do they do?
drop dead.
No, they faint.
Oh yeah, the same thing.
So a fainted goat.
A fainting.
So dumb. I feel like this is making us really look stupid.
It's okay.
We'll just add
You'll
in...
get this one. You'll get this one.
We're just adding like meme pictures and sound effects.
Trust, you'll get this one. The title character, okay, the main of an 80s sci-fi film about a cyborg policeman. I don't have to read the rest of it.
RoboCop.
Yes.
Oh no, I think it's called RoboCop.
There you go. Oh wait, you guessed that one correctly. I get it.
See how she's cheating? Oh my goodness. You got this. You got this. Were you a PBS kid?
Kinda.
Okay. Were you a Sesame Street kid? You know, like the basic.
No, I was a Cubo kid.
I don't think you're gonna get this. Because if I read the first sentence,
Okay, just go for it.
an angry green man who lives in the garbage.
Wait, I had a crush on him as a kid. Don't remember his name. Shh, don't tell me.
What color is he?
He's green.
Yeah.
You just
What's his
said that.
name? Oh, I just told you he was green. Says with an O.
Oscar.
Yeah, it's Oscar.
Yeah.
It's
Oscar's
Oscar.
good. I love him. I love him. My turn. I picked up 2. I'm gonna pick up the one that yeah.
Oh, God.
I feel like you should get this.
Why? Because
But
I'm
it's-
old.
No, it's another. Let me read it. The ability of a group of colorful Ursine cartoon characters that each have different tummy symbols.
Teletubbies.
No. This action is used to defeat enemies and heal people, things that have been corrupted.
The Wiggles. Wait, Teletubbies.
Okay, you're super close. But it's
Teletubbies.
something that they do. So now you're thinking of the group and then the action that they do to defeat their enemies.
It's a group.
Mm-hmm. They have symbols on their tummies.
Teletubbies. No,
No, they have symbols on the top of their head. What other cartoon, like multicolor, has symbols on their tummy?
Pokemon. No.
No.
Little Einsteins. I don't know.
The Care Bear stare.
I don't watch the Care Bears.
Oh, I love the Care Bears.
I have never seen Care Bears.
I love Care Bears. I love My Little Pony.
Oh, maybe you know this. You play games.
Okay. Oh gosh.
The organizer and storyteller in a fantasy role-playing campaign, most often associated with D&D. They manage.
Dungeon Master.
I didn't even have to finish, you guys. She knew. I was like, I think you'll know this because you play games a lot.
A talk show host, media mogul, and billionaire.
Oprah.
Yeah. I don't have to finish it. There you go. Easy.
Oh, this is easy. A soft type of wool obtained from goat. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading.
Cotton.
No,
Frick.
it's really expensive.
Mink.
No.
I know. It's really expensive.
Now, it's most associated with shawls and gloves, and originated in Mongolia, Nepal, in the region of the Indian subcontinent.
Yeah.
That is the name on this card.
I know. But I don't know.
It starts with a C.
Sorry, the first word that came to mind was caviar, and I was like, "That's not it. That's a stupid answer." C.
I have worn that type of fabric here.
It might be the one fabric that I hate.
It's not wool. Oh wait, it's a type of wool, but it's a really soft.
Cashmere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just don't put the seat back. That's the prompt. Just don't put the seat back.
Sitting. Laying. Is it an action word?
It's a 4-word
4-word?
sentence. Do you want me to?
Like, give me a hint. That doesn't make sense. Sit upright. That's the words.
Well, if you sit upright, your seat's not back.
Wait, what is the prompt?
Just don't put the seat back. Where would you not want to put your seat backwards?
In an airplane.
Okay, now what would you be doing if you put your seat back?
You'd be laying,
What do you do when you lay?
sleeping.
Okay, finish the sentence.
Sleeping on a plane. Wow!
It's work.
Wow!
Love that.
I think our energy drinks are kicking in too.
I think so too. I need food though. Oh, sit down.
It sounded like a dog. Ooh.
I like this one.
Do you?
A Michael Jackson music video where he transforms into a werewolf.
Oh my gosh, Thriller.
Yes. Perfect.
I was gonna say werewolf.
You were hungry. A fun fact about Thriller, when I was in middle school, I was in the choir, and for some reason, every choir performance we had to do, we didn't have to like do a dance for. But for some reason, for Thriller, we all had to learn the dance, and we performed it. Yep. Yep.
I don't think you're gonna get this.
Oh my gosh, go for it.
That's a crock, right? No, think again. What about this can of White Claw? Also no. That flower planter? Absolutely not. This delicious looking pizza? Of course not. This is so stupid. The last part, this is so stupid, is just me saying it. This is stupid.
Oh.
It's not on the card. What do you eat on birthdays?
Cake.
Yeah. So, yeah. The question is it cake? It's so dumb.
The cake isn't real.
I don't know. Every time she picks up a card and she does that.
Every time I pick it up, it's because, okay, a civil rights activist who refused to give up her seat.
Rosa.
Good job.
Thanks.
She gets the easy ones.
Give her an easy one. Who created a line of adorable school supplies for kids. The products range from lunchboxes to trapper keepers, and typically features bright. Also, I can't read that word because I'm uneducated. Basically, like, she designed a lot of like lunchboxes, and her last name is Frank.
Oh, that's what I was about to say.
What's her first name?
And Frank.
Yo, I love that book.
I almost felt that was karma. Lisa.
No.
Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa. I'm gonna give you that. From
It's the rainbow stuff.
What rainbow stuff?
You like scary stories, right?
Yeah.
The title character of a horror film based on a Stephen King story. She manifests telekinetic abilities after being bullied about her first period. In the film's climax, she is doused in an abundant bucket
Carrie.
of Higgs. Yes. Higgs blood. I've never seen the movie.
Yeah.
I don't think I've read the story.
They dump pig's blood on her.
That's crazy.
A musician who performs using a reedless wind instrument. This should give you a hint. Is a wind instrument. First used in 1860, this term is sometimes considered dated amongst players of the instruments.
Windpipe.
What's another word for it?
Flute.
A flutist.
A flute. Flout. It looks like flauta.
I know. I was thinking that, and I was like, no.
I'm hungry.
I just need something to snack on.
Okay.
We had a snack last time we recorded.
Oh. An infectious disease that led to a global pandemic in 2020.
Oh, COVID-19. Coronavirus.
The terminology.
Coronavirus.
Yes, it does say COVID-19 now.
You know, I graduated during that era. I walked from my room to the bathroom and back. That's my walk.
Oh, I graduated in 2023.
No, but you actually got to walk though.
I didn't get to walk. It was scary. I went like this to the camera.
I literally bought my cap and gown, came home for spring break, and then the lockdown happened, and I never went back to campus. And then they canceled graduation.
I go back to school, so you can graduate and walk.
What, like 5-6 years later? Nothing's.
Oh, your turn.
Oh, you should know this.
Oh, dang.
The 46th president of the United States.
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
that was close. Oh. A response to social awkwardness. As slang, things are also described as this if they are corny, tacky, or provoke embarrassment in the viewer. When I do something, what do you, like, weird, what do you say?
Yo mama.
It's not on the card. But you do say that.
And then you add on to it.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I don't know what
We
she's
have
about.
proof. I have posted it on.
Oh. I don't know what she's talking about.
Wait.
To social awkwardness, a response to it. So what do you say?
So
Like if someone does something socially awkward in front of you.
okay.
What do you say? What is it?
Okay.
It's when I do something weird to Tetsu. What does he call it? We talked about this earlier.
Shoot, I'm trying to remember. That's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. But what does he think it is? Because it's embarrassing.
Corny? Corny?
No.
Huh.
Well, I mean, it does mean that. What's another word for it? It's also an action, like a response.
Dang it. Wait, I know this. It's probably been like. We did talk about it earlier.
We did talk about it earlier.
Stop it.
Wow.
What?
I'm just gonna wait for you to answer.
He said stop it.
No.
Don't do
He
that.
does want me to stop it,
Don't do that.
but it won't. To be this
Don't
is
say
to be
that.
free. To be blank is to be free.
I don't know. I give
To
up.
be cringe.
That's so dumb, bro. This is my last podcast with Yelly.
Oh, looking for a new co-host, guys. You said it, not
would.
me.
You continued it.
So,
Oh, you should get this.
oh, dang.
Most people have 2 strips of hair that grows on the ridges above their eye socket.
Eyelashes?
No,
Huh? Nani?
I think this card is
What'd you look up?
wrong.
Eyebrows.
Yes, but like if 2 of them grows to 1, what is it called? No.
Unibrow.
Yes, a unibrow. Isn't it No, it's a unibrow.
A unibrow.
Yeah, but like English, if the word
That's because it's
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not an English teacher. I should call Oh.
the egg-laying dinosaur sidekick of Mario and Luigi.
Yoshi.
I love Yoshi.
I just went to Nintendo World. so-
did. I got a shirt from Disney.
No, you got a pin from Nintendo World, and then you
Oh.
got a pin from How to Train
How
Your
to Train Your
Dragon.
Dragon, yeah.
What is it? What is that area called? How to Train Your Dragon? What they call their
Yo no sé.
yes, the woman who gave birth to you.
My mother.
Yeah, your mom. It
No,
literally,
you.
it literally says your mom.
Your mom.
Your mama.
Yo daddy.
See?
What?
See?
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Gosh.
I worked on these before. Okay.
Okay, but did you tell me about it?
Yes.
Okay.
A lecture at a global set of conferences.
TED Talk.
Yes. Yay!
You just did one, didn't you?
I know I'm doing one soon.
What? There was another one that you did.
in November, yeah.
Yeah. I remember. I watch your stories. This is so dumb. The answer is so long.
Oh, go for it. I just want to hear it.
A 79-year-old woman who won a lawsuit against the world's largest fast food chain after spilling a
Hot
drink into her
coffee.
into her lap while riding in her grandson's 1989 Ford Probe. It soaked into her sweatpants, causing first-degree burns to her thighs, buttocks, and groin.
Yep. Am I supposed to guess her name?
No,
Oh.
it's like the answer is just the lady who spilled coffee on herself at McDonald's.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Really?
Yeah.
That was really big.
Holy cow.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna ask the question. I'm
Okay.
just gonna. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll?
A blow pop.
No.
Wait, are you asking? That's a question.
No.
What am I guessing?
Who?
Owl.
What's his name?
I don't know.
You said it. You're just missing the other half of it.
I don't know the owl's name.
What is he?
An owl.
Okay.
Ollie. No. Is it a common name?
What do you put in front of someone's name when you're being respectful?
Mr. Owl.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, Mr. Owl. Also, I said the catchphrase wrong, but you guessed it anyway.
Oh. A chemical element that is used to lift balloons and airships.
Helium.
Oh.
I said that in one of our last episodes.
Do you know inhaling helium is bad?
Oh, I'll keep doing it. It's fine.
I heard from one of my friends.
A gigantic mythical sea monster that first appeared in Norse mythology. Because of its size, it was thought to
Bigfoot.
have been inspired by giant squid sightings.
Squid sighting. Oh.
It's a very giant squid type octopus looking thing. It starts with a K.
Killer whale. Nope, that's not a squid. That's a fish.
It's a mythical sea monster.
I don't. Kilimanjaro? Is that a mountain? Okay. Wait. What does it end with?
N.
I have no idea.
The Kraken.
I don't know what that is.
The Kraken?
I've never heard of that.
There's no way.
I'm uneducated.
Oh my gosh. What a weirdo.
You're friends with this weirdo.
Yeah, that's true. God damn it.
Oh, a missionary and Nobel Peace Prize winner who claims the world is being helped by suffering of the poor people.
Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
Fun fact. Never mind. I'm not. Never mind.
Don't go into it.
Oh, come on. Go into it.
No. That's saved for another episode, maybe.
Oh, this would have been so good for me, but you can guess this. I hope you guess this. Literally goat sucker.
Huh?
This legendary American cryptid is often described as a reptile-like creature that attacks and drinks the blood of sheep and other livestock. Most supposed sightings have been attributed to dogs or wolves afflicted by the skin disease mange.
Vampire.
No, goat sucker.
I don't know what a goat sucker is.
Do you know Spanish?
Do you think I know
A
Spanish?
little bit. How do you say goat sucker in Spanish?
I don't know.
It's a popular, like,
Is it a horror movie?
the goat sucker is gonna get you. A la chupacabra.
Oh.
You should have gone that one.
You should have gotten that one.
I mean, I kind of pulled it, so you should learn Spanish. You can teach me Vietnamese.
Okay. Meaning lizard king. This species of bipedal carnivore lived in the western North America during this time period. Okay. I'm going to give you the biggest hint ever because I don't want to read this because you're not going to know what it is.
Oh gosh, okay.
Did you watch Meet the Robinson? That movie.
Yeah, when I was like,
Okay. What did they have? What animal did they have in there? His line is, "My head is too big and my arms are too short."
a Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah, it's a T-Rex.
Oh.
Can we please insert a picture of him right here?
Okay, we're gonna end it with this one.
Okay, cool.
The 6-foot tall cherry flavored mascot for a powdery drink mix.
Powerade?
No.
You said Powerade.
Powdery
Oh.
drink mix that is combined with water and sugar. The
Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid guy.
close.
Mr. Kool-Aid guy.
No, the Kool-Aid man.
It's the same thing.
No,
He's a guy.
Okay, I'm gonna rapid fire some. just so we have some
Content. Give me half of that.
No.
Guys, someone ordered me sushi.
You don't like this. A flexible rubber bag that you fill with air and manipulate to look
Balloons. A bag?
when they make it into things. Usually
Animal balloons.
Yes.
I was like, balloon animals.
Yeah.
Animal balloons. Oh my
No.
gosh.
Oh, a legendary cryptid who supposedly lives in deep freshwater lake in the Scottish Highlands.
Who?
The Loch Ness Monster. You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness. Sorry. You're not gonna get that. Oh, the character in the 1993 family drama about a young boy who befriends a captive orca.
I know what you're talking about, but I forgot the name. Oh my god.
Free.
Willie.
Yes.
What?
The man who did a backflip while moving rhythmically to music, causing his gun to fall out of his pants. The gun went off when he picked it up, hitting someone nearby. He pleaded guilty to third-degree assault, paid a $1,200 fine, but did not receive jail time.
I know who you're talking about. Don't know his name. Wait, I do know.
You don't have to know his name. Just what is it?
What's her name?
The man who did a backflip while moving.
I have no idea. I know.
The FBI agent who accidentally shot someone in the leg while dancing.
Oh, stupid.
No.
Drink water. Like, that's not gonna help. I need
No,
food.
we need food. Yeah, we need food.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys didn't think that we were dumb.
We're probably dumb. It's okay.
It's fine. It happens. But let us know what games we should play on the. Yeah. I feel like this was a good starter. I feel I've sent you a couple games that I found at Barnes and Nobles, but yeah, let us know and please like and subscribe and what else?
Stay comfy.
Stay unbothered. We'll see you next time. Bye.